It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Browns and the Titans, and it's coming up next.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in with even just a 500 season, an impossibility, 0-9.
And disaster has been striking everywhere for them. Offense, defense, special teams, coaching. It's just been a really, really rough year.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, will not be a perfect...
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by their left-handed quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Drops it off for Chubb. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Harbaugh at the 26-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They'll set up a throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the Titans' 47-yard line.
Back to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37.
It's a gain of 10. And the Browns' first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Browns.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Browns have 8-1 on the year, and they come in off a loss which snapped that impressive 8-game winning streak.
Well, you'll never be able to get a team to admit that a loss is a good thing. It's never in any team's DNA. But sometimes it relieves a little bit of the pressure, and now they can start fresh.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not...
And he's in! Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Henry with a run on first down, but he's not going anywhere as they'll get to him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Levis. On the slant, Burks. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Levis on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Cleveland.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 7. And the Browns first down.
They'll look to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Browns.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. To the right inside, and he's got more complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Henry again on second down. Running right through him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Snow down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now we'll throw here to his running back, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's Levis. It's complete, Burks. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
Levis back to throw. And he's got it. And the Titans are going to be set up for a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henry is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Elijah Moore.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this 1st half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Levis looking to throw.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Levis on 3rd and 1. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he goes out right around the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
39-yard line.
And Levis going back to the air. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Moore, the man in motion. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he returns this to the 22. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis out of the shotgun now. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Gain of 21 yards. And the Titans first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle game plans, theirs has been superior.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here are the Browns to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 39-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And this taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First down.
1st and 10, it's Levis. He gets this one to Burks. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Up the middle they go. Snow about 3 yards there to the 27.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Levis to throw off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Back to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They go with Chubb on second down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
The 71 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll drop to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And the Browns first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain, and it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. On first down, Levis.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Working from the gun, here's Levis.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense.
This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 40-yard line.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Here's 3rd and 3.
But it brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 6th and inches.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort. Really well executed. Congratulations to them.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Levis.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Levis to throw it.
He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense can very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Browns, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.